go ahead and take your bow out of the case. Make sure you tighten it like we discussed in our last module. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So you should have about a pinky's worth of space in between the stick and the hair. So once you have that, then I'm going to introduce the pincher. Your left hand is going to be the pincher, sort of like a lobster, and your right hand is going to be either a bunny or a wolf. You can decide. So the bunny or the wolf has a bent chin, it's got teeth hanging over and ears sticking up. When I'm recording this, it's just a couple days away from Easter, so I'm gonna go ahead and go with a bunny. So my bunny has the bent chin, the teeth hanging over, and the ears sticking up. So you're going to take your bow, you're going to put it on your left shoulder, and you can use your pinchers in your left hand to hold the screw. So once you have that, then you can take your bunny, again, bent chin, teeth hanging over, and ears up. Let's be a little bit more specific about that too. The bent chin, if we look at our fingers, we've got these knuckle grooves. So your thumb wants to be in that first knuckle groove right there. And so when you've got that set up and you've got your pincher holding the screw, then you can come along here and the bunny's gonna open up and he's gonna bite down on the bow like that. And then once that is there, make sure that your chin is still bent, your teeth are still hanging over, and once you have that, you can drop the ears down. So I want to point out a couple of important things, that we have two spaces here, one between the index finger and the middle finger, and one between the ring finger and the pinky. And that our pinky is sitting up on top. You can tap, tap, tap that a couple times. Make sure that it's not straight and extended. Make sure it's not all the way down on the screw. Make sure that it is just curved and soft and sitting up on top of the stick. And then we can also see that our index finger is leaning. It's leaning sort of towards the grip. So it's not directly up and down. It's all leaning a little bit that way. And where the stick is going to hit the finger is right about that second knuckle space right there. So we've got our first knuckle groove where our thumb was before, and we've got the space in between the next groove. So that is where your finger wants to be leaning, like that. So just double check that you've got everything. You've got your bent chin, you've got your teeth hanging over. They are going to touch down by the frog. Right, if you've got a decorative circle, they're going to be sort of covering that up. Your pinky, if you look, it's not all the way out on the screw. If it was all the way out on the screw, it would be very difficult to keep it soft and bent. It just naturally becomes straight over there. So it is much better to line it up with where the frog intersects with the stick. That's where your pinky should go. And remember, sometimes we can fall into this habit of leaning backwards, but the pinky is weak and the pinky can't support us. So we actually have to lean towards the index finger for more support. And that's how you hold your bow.